Hello, welcome back to Blender CC Live Coding. In this episode, I'm going to kind of exploring the idea on some kind of workflow, like if you perhaps ever do like a kind of like lighting setups, with key light and fill light, main light, and those kind of thing, and you're working with multiple light. Maybe at some point you want to be able to quickly save out like some kind of presets on the position of the light, for example, the intensity, the color of the light, and all kind of other light parameters that you kind of want to save it out like, and then you probably have like 10 different ideas. You want to quickly save them out, and then you want to kind of keep it, and then you want to be able to export and import that light preset. Maybe you can do that using Sverchok Add-On. So this is still kind of idea that I'm working on. I don't know, because Blender can do like a like easily like linking and appending object as well. So this might not be like a one. This is like not like the only way to do it. I want to know what you think as well, if you have any idea. But this is how I would actually do it using Sverchok. And we actually have the two nodes that's kind of dealing with being able to export out informations and bring it back in. And we have three different formats: CSV, Sverchok, and JSON. The JSON format currently in Sverchok probably still like super basics. I don't know, I think you can use the JSONs, and that's actually the best to do it. Perhaps the best format for it. Sverchok one is good, but Sverchok one is only good for vertices, data, and matrix transformations. For this example, I will be using Sverchok format because we're just going to be dealing with transformation. We're not going to be dealing with vertices or data, but like other parameters, like maybe like light colors, intensity or power, and then the type of lamp you are using, and all kind of different attributes, you probably can do it using CSV. But for now, I'll give you one simple example using transformation. So I'll start from scratch. So I'll delete everything and save this out as lighting export import. And maybe I'll just use Suzanne the monkey in the middle, and then we're gonna have a plane as a floor. Gonna name it real quick floor, and Suzanne I'll subdivide it, shade smooth and subdivide it. Oops, oh actually Blender just crashes. I think it's my computer, sorry about it. I need to close some of the app. You can quickly skip this if you are on YouTube. Just tap it on the monitor screen, or yeah, anyway, skip this part and then I'll start again. Suzanne the monkey, plane, save. Let's subdivide the monkey and then name this thing floor. And I'll quickly make a couple of lamp. I'm gonna use spotlight because spotlight has a clear direction. So this is one of them. You can name it as well. It's a good idea to name your light. I'm duplicating it, and then I'm gonna just randomly placing this lamp for now. Okay, so we have three spotlight. I'll switch to material view so we can see the light and the shadows. I'll quickly give a color just for decoration. Three different color, like a warm, and then just a combination of blue and green color. So yeah, that's one kind of like light setup, light preset, and I'm currently using Blender Render. And save this again. just in case. And now I will switch to Sverchok to be able to export out this transformation information. I'll create a text editor and create a new file. This file is gonna be to save our light preset. So this is good if you have the same number of lights. We can easily do like export and import of the information. So let's name this node 3 light out dot, actually just call it light out, and I will use text out and specify the text. So I call this light preset. I'll probably number it light preset 01. This is a text format. I can make a couple, 1, 2, and 3. So we can later pick one of these. We're gonna save it as Sverchok format. What we're gonna save is just the matrix transformation of this lamp, which is the location, rotation. Scale is actually not so important, but it's okay. It comes with it. So 1, 2, 3. I'm selecting the light, and I'm gonna use objects in MK3. So this guy can bring any kind of objects in the scene, including light. Normally you want to, inside Sverchok, you want to work with mesh data like vertices, edges, polygon, but in this case we just want to get the matrices, the matrix. So get selection. So we have spotlight 1, 2. It's good idea to name the light at some point. And we can just pipe in the matrix data into this guy. We can save it as a compact or pretty. I'll show you the difference. I dumped it into the text. Now you can see in the text objects, you can see this. There's a bunch of information. Currently, it's just compact, but it will work if you save it as pretty as well. If I dump it, so pretty looks like this. It's easier for our eyes to read this. We can easily scroll. So this is the transformation data for these 3 lights. So position, location, location, rotations, all this information stored into this text. We can actually save this guy if you want, but that's one position. We can change it real quick. I'll switch to position number 2 now. I'll quickly make something slightly different, maybe some lighting from side view. Yeah, a little bit, so different lighting, and I'll dump it. So this is the second preset, and then the third one, let's do the third one. We're gonna have like maybe some lighting from behind Suzanne. I'm not changing the color or anything, but maybe that's for next time. So this is totally from behind, very dramatic kind of light. Something like that. I'll change this to light preset 3 and then switch to this guy and then dump it. Okay, hopefully they are saved. I didn't save the second one. Maybe I didn't do it properly for the second one, but we can compare. So light preset 1 and then 2. This is number 1, this is number 2. They look the same. I might do something wrong, so I'll do the second one again. This one can come, the lighting can be from the front. So the light coming from the front, like that. put Suzanne on the spot and just dump it. So we have 3 light position already, and I'm saving it. We are done with this. This is actually the light out setting. We can actually delete this, and I can start with a new Blender file. We can save it out. It's a good idea to just save it out outside. So light preset 0, 1, 2, but I don't think I need to do that. I can just load a new blend file. So this is totally empty, doesn't have anything. I'll now switch to text editor, and then but I think I will append the text from the other blend files. So lighting, export, import, and this text. So I'm gonna tap A and then select all of them and then append. So we have the light preset from the other file. We're gonna use it here. This is okay, light import demo. I didn't save out the color though, so but you will see this guy can bring, we can easily create a node tree that's bringing this information back. So this is light import. We will be using text in. So with text in, you have selection. Okay, 1, 2, 3. You can create 3 different nodes here. So this one loading the first one, this one loading the third one. 1, 2, 3, and then just set it to Sverchok. And we're gonna load in the data type as matrices. Just load every single one. So 3 different information here. And we're gonna have 3 spotlight. So 1, 2, 3. And actually bring in Suzanne as well. I'm just gonna quickly make it here. Plain. Floor. Okay, we have the setup ready. So you see this is light. So 1, 2, 3, they are doing nothing at the moment. Is they are in the wrong position. Gonna switch to this. With all of them selected, all the lights being selected, we can go to objects in, grab our light, and simply use something interesting. It's called remote. Object remote control MK2. This guy is actually, even though the name is slightly interesting, see object remote control, this guy is actually just takes objects and then put the matrices in. So we know that we have 3 objects, plug that in, and then the matrices, really, you simply just need to connect this guy, and it should work. So our Suzanne probably need to be placed correctly. But the light, really, you can just simply plug that in, and then our lighting setup is now changing. So 1 and then 2. Seems like number 3 and number 2 are the same somehow. Maybe I made a mistake with that. Double check. So 2 and 3 probably the same. Yeah, I'll save this for now. That's okay, I guess. Not so important, but the most important here is like you can easily create some kind of preset. There must be like a better way to do this, but with this way of working, you can actually set it up the way you want it to be. It's easier. Of course, if you have like someone that's doing the technical stuff, you can ask the person, okay, can you make a Python script for me to easily save this kind of information? You know, like you want to bring out the light color information and then all those. But for now, this is just the transformation. But just for example, if you are doing it this way you can set it up yourself, and you know, it's becoming your extra skill. So yeah, transformation is pretty easy. In fact, if we have like another object, you know, like plane, for example, if I duplicate it 3 times, because we know that we have 3 objects, if I now with those objects selected, and then if I load it here, plane, so plane 1, 2, and 3, this guy, they are easily set into and placed into the position, just like the spotlight. And you can actually now switch to cycles, for example, and then simply use this plane as emission material. I'm pretty sure we can render it out. So because in cycles you can, you know, you can do this pretty easily. And if we plug in this guy, you know, it will switch the position as well. I don't know, it's maybe this is not the most efficient way to do it, but still, this is just an idea. It's a bit unusual perhaps to do this in Blender, because but I'm thinking of it in terms of node-based kind of system. Perhaps you have like maybe like 100 presets of light, maybe. I don't know. All of these can be turned into like an add-on. You know, you don't need to use Sverchok, but still kind of neat. So from this kind of setup, one lighting preset to another preset, simply just using this setup. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. It's basically yeah, you have 2 node 3. One is to export out the matrix transformation data, and the other one is to bring it in. You see, I didn't have like didn't use any kind of Python scripting. This is all nodes based to export out and bring it in the information. So yeah, I guess it's pretty cool, and yeah, hopefully you find this interesting and useful. Let me know if you have any questions or feedbacks. Maybe this can be better in the future. Like perhaps you can easily like you know, do something in Sverchok, like bring in some presets, and then you can, you know, I think Sverchok with there's a command shell inside Sverchok, maybe, or some kind of maybe a little bit snippet of Python script that can load in and load out this kind of setup. Of course, we already have this Sverchok import and export of the node 3 as well. This is very, very handy. So yeah, a lot of ways to do stuff in Blender. Just use the one that you like. Thanks again for tuning in. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video.